Mindset. Okay, for game 14. During the night's watch, it was quiet enough for Duncan, Navos, and Farney as the stream beside them rippled through the hours as the anchor pointed them towards Callow. During Thane and Brun's watch, however, another light appeared as the paladin noticed another campfire past the tree line, illuminating a figure looking at the two. Brun, noticing the long hair of their appearance-changing cohort, called out to Vox, wondering why they were being more passive than we have seen before. The tiefling only tossed out the elven currency and the note to the Boneberries, asking for help to enter Callow. With no other response, Brun peered closer, noticing a shifting mass behind this incorporeal shape of the tiefling with three eyes staring back. Playing it cool, Brun continued trying to interact with this form of Vox as Thane woke up the rest of the group. Getting in position, Brun initiated the encounter as they were able to hold the large, spiky creature down for some time. Unable to knock it unconscious, they tried a final attempt as Duncan launched their flaming sword at its hide, while Brun chucked Navos at it, only slowing it down for a second. Thankfully, Farney was able to cast a mark on it as the crew decided to follow it the following night, using Thane and Navos as bait. Resting up for a few more hours, oh, you didn't know that one? They wonder what this creature is looking for, how it knows where we are, and why it is dropping off precious items to a different member each night. Getting ever closer to the city of Callow, the group notices a crew of security inspecting items from anyone looking to continue down the trail. Confused, Farney states that this is not normal. This could be ruffians acting as guards. Securing their magical items as close as possible, Duncan does his best to talk us out of the search. Unfortunately, the boss doesn't seem to like it, as the rest of his crew start to circle us. Let them search, or they'll do it for us.
Anything to add from anyone else?
No, pretty good.
I have one thing to add.
Yes, please.
Navos, in his current disguise as John Everyman, said some things
Did
to the
drop
boss man.
Did
Okay.
drop an ACAB.
A very strong ACAB, might I remind you.
I did cut that out of mine. If you would like to keep it in the finalized version, please do.
You did call them pigs, which I was just like, Brun's just like, oh man.
Big fat pigs, I believe.
Mhm.
In fact, they were.
Big fat hog.
Also,
Oh my god.
Also, when we say Navos was thrown, it was not a shot put. It was a hammer, got a full rotation and chucked them into the trees, and it was incredible.
Wow.
I got whiplash.
I missed a lot.
You sure did miss a lot.
I also had 3 natural 20s last game, so I'm expecting none now that we're in combat.
Ain't that always how it goes?
And I can stream for Andrew.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
For
Yeah,
some
I'm on my
reason,
phone today.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
My screen grab has screwed up. What are we doing here? Why are we doing it?
How are we
Stop
doing
this
it?
nonsense.
Who are we doing it?
Also, Duncan's old man prattle of trying to, deflect the conversation and just, work his way through it. Impeccable. Exactly what I would expect.
Peak old man nonsense.
And for those watching at home, Duncan may be doing a character. Oh, I'm just a feeble old man. But some of it is true. A lot of it is true.
He is, in fact, a feeble old man.
The best
I
disguise
really
is
just wanna
have
go
this
home.
nugget of truth of just yeah, this is believable now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to correct a couple of things briefly. I don't know why it's only showing a couple people's health bars there. We'll figure that out later. So, you all are currently surrounded by several guard-looking fellas with a variety of cuffs and ropes and weapons at the ready. The captain, which is... Please ping, please ping.
Mhm.
Boop, 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 boop. That one.
Louis.
Louis. Introduced himself as Captain Lagroon. Was approaching Duncan, and as Navos says what he says, the captain, who has been fairly has been playing up the hospitality angle pretty heavy, right? Kind of stops. Duncan is mid-prattle, and the captain's face-splitting grin sinks. Face goes very serious as he slowly turns to you. Navos. What did you just say to me?
I said there was a big fat hog we passed just yesterday. Keep an eye on your crew.
And everybody around you busts out laughing as well, as on cue. Louis's grin returns even wider. Whatever you've done, he's in stitches. He thinks I'm with Papa Plug. I like you. I like you, man. Stand down, boys. Stand down. And they all take a few moments to kind of collect themselves. The guys around you have kind of, their hands have dropped. The seriousness, the tension all around you has dissipated. You have just gravely insulted this guard man, and he's laughing. He kind of stands himself up, brushes himself off, straightens himself out a little bit. He starts walking towards you. And for Andrew's reference, let me give a quick description of this man once more. Before you is a fairly tall man with kind of dark oiled hair that's very carefully styled. He's got a well-maintained mustache, not as fluffy and magnificent as Duncan's, but well-maintained. He's got a pretty big grin to his face. You can see from the corners of his eyes that he's no stranger to cracking a smile. You'd estimate he's somewhere in his mid-30s. He does have a couple daggers and a decent-looking sword, a bit more heavily armored than the rest of his crew. So he looks at you, Navos. I'm gonna give you a bit of advice, friend. I like you. That was funny. You shouldn't repeat it inside the city. Capiche?
Of course, I wouldn't do it to anyone that I wasn't getting that feeling from. Listen, the old guy doesn't want to get nailed. Maybe you do in the future.
Oh, someone's got a smart mouth. All right, fine. You five clearly got something you're trying to hide. Lucky for you, we happen to be very good at helping folks like you get into the city. It's pretty obvious that's where you're going. Perhaps, for a few bits, we could do some business.
Bada bing, bada boom. Do we
And he's
disdain?
He's looking.
Oh, sorry. Does Thane get the
Go ahead.
impression that these are actually guards, or are these people that are just like under
We
the
kind of
auspices?
established it. I don't know if Thane would kind of pick up those cues that Duncan would have put out, but these were clearly not guards.
Yeah, they're brigands or something.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, what are you looking for? Some more chops from me, or something more tangible?
Well, it depends on how far into the city you want to go. We could get you in. You and whatever you hide. I'll even cut you a deal. 50 gold a person. That'll get you full
Human
access to the
trafficker.
whole city.
I can call you some more farm animals. That's about all I've got. Look around. How far are we looking to go? To our group.
Unfortunately, I don't think our money takes us that far.
All right, a little too rich for your blood. Can't blame a guy for trying. If you just want in, we can get you into the roots and feeders. That might cost you... what do you think, fellas? Kind of looks around, and the guys are all kind of like chuckling, like they've seen this song and dance before. Tell you what, massive discount just for you because I like you. 5 gold a person per day. That'll get you in, that'll get you out. That'll get you collars that you can remove. All your belongings stay with you.
Collars.
You gotta...
We're coming here. We're coming here because we were invited.
That don't matter. These guys
they
gestures
collar?
over to Duncan and to Brun, who currently has, I believe it was number 3's arm raised high.
As
And at this point, he's kind of like limping a little, like dangling a little bit.
as like the vision kind of comes over, Brun's like, "Oh, sorry." puts the guy's arm down. Still has his wrist, but is like,
They're just holding
So-
hands.
yeah,
Yeah.
Thane,
we're just going steady.
number 3 there has some kind of magic detection wand, and noted that Duncan had something before Brun grabbed his arm and kept it away from Duncan.
Oh.
Anything magic gets busted. That includes the people.
So,
You want
the
in, you got
collars-
magic, you gotta wear a collar. Ours, however, have a secret little trick. You can remove them when you need to. They ain't so nice about it.
Is there any side effects to these collars? And I imagine they're obvious. If anyone saw them and saw us in a collar, they'd be like, "Hey, magic people."
You really don't know nothing, do you?
He's not
No.
from around here.
Yeah, I can tell as much. The collars are for people who are innately magic. All I know is that if you don't have one, they got squads who'll find you. And where they take you from there, you're not gonna like. Anyone who goes in has a collar if they can cast magics. Judging from your buddies here, it's at least part of your crew. Points to Farney. That one's even got a pretty collar. Thane, you would remember that Farney had shown you guys a kind of slightly intricate bracelet that they mentioned. They're part of a family. It's got the crest of the family on it. And when they go into the city, they have to wear it because they are an elf. You lot, since you've never been here before, you're not going to get something that pretty. And Navos, you'll remember when you had touched the bracelet that Farney was holding, you felt awful, drained.
Are those who have collars treated different in the city? Where we're from, collars are things that dogs wear.
You really don't know nothing. Tell you what. When you get to the city, when you get to the walls, you can decide then. You don't gotta choose now. You're about half a day from the walls. You take a look around, you see what you think. Find one of our guys, and if you want in, easier, you let us know.
What's the easiest way to identify one of your associates, if you will?
They'll find you. Boys, pack it up. We gotta pick a new spot.
Quick question for you, if you don't mind my asking.
Turns to you.
How are the boneberries this season? How are they growing?
Do I look like a druid? I don't know the first thing about berries. Ain't no farming either. He looks confused
Yeah.
at that one, like genuinely confused.
My friend, he's just a bit peckish from the road. Boneberries are his favorite. Long story. But never mind that. I do have a question for you, however, myself. You folks, you must know this region. Is it fair to say you guys live around here, or
We might know a few
Corporate
things.
you know?
If you're looking for
friends?
news, he
Not so
holds a
much.
hand out.
Not so much news. More so, begging to the question. You have probably friends or family, kind of in these parts, right? It's fair to assume.
Most
I'm gonna
folks
kinda-
who live in Kahlo are part of a family. What are you getting at, old man?
I'm gonna kind of walk up to him and putting my good hand on his back. Looking in the direction of Alrith, do I see the giant plumes of smoke still?
By this point, you are like 3.5 days away from Alrith. So, no,
Okay.
you do not.
Do you, and I'm gonna kind of point in the direction of where Alrith was. Do you remember seeing any kinds of distress or smoke kind of burning from this direction? A couple of days ago.
What are you
Cam.
getting at, old man? Come on. Ain't got all day.
I mean to say that there's something coming this way, and it would probably behoove you and anybody you know in this area to consider us priority one in getting into the city. If you want to keep operations here, I should say here in around the town of Kahlo, it is imperative that you get us to the city safely. And I'd like to add a little persuasion to that to kind of see if it butters them up a little bit.
You can certainly try.
Absolutely, and that's all I need. That is a 9 plus persuasion is a 4. Persuasion is a +1, so 10.
Look, just because your friend's funny doesn't mean you're getting in for free by our hands. We're out here doing fat ladies' work.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I-
cost.
I understand it. You know, as a tradesman myself, I get it.
Get yourselves
Nothing
in.
like a hard day's work to kind of push you through the day, but so some things are a bit bigger than the squabbles, the pettiness for money. Sometimes we need to broaden our horizons a little bit. Just give to each other just a little bit.
Brun has a question.
Mhm.
He says fat lady. Louis says fat lady. Does Brun know anything about that name?
Give me history, insight, straight intelligence, something like that.
I'm gonna do insight. Because I'm assuming the fat lady's some sort of criminal. So I don't know if having a criminal background help know things. But that is a 10. 9 plus 1.
You've heard every once in a while some of your guys have mentioned fat lady work. It's not a person. It's something that they say. You never quite picked up on like what it actually means.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Brun will keep his mouth shut.
By about this time, the rest of the guys have pretty well packed everything up. It seems they've got a system to get everything packed up and set and ready to go very quickly and efficiently. It is very clear, even without any kind of roll, that they are well versed in this maneuver. If you decide to get you to take us up on our offer, let us know. But for now, gentlemen, best of luck. And they gather up around their cart and start heading down the road.
As they're
sorry,
going
so-
off. Oh,
One more thing before you guys leave. I'm gonna walk up again to Louis, reaching in my bag. Consider this a gift, and I'm gonna pull out that joint that I had gotten from the box at the beginning of Sleepy Weed. It stays fresh in my pocket, clearly, and I'm just gonna hand it to him. Have yourselves a good night, and I'm gonna walk off. Thane?
and we're sorry that
Right.
this city made you this way.
And Duncan's gonna chuckle as he kind of walks backwards.
Hey, funny guy.
Yeah, what's up, neighborino?
Keep yourselves from the sheriff's picture frame.
Will do.
He'll nod to you and keep walking.
And by the way, the old man's right. We're here to protect your piglets.
They're going. Farney turns to the rest of yous, and they've been pretty quiet this entire time. I've never seen anything like this on the road to Kahlo. Those were not carts.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
That is
obvious.
certainly not Captain Legrune, either. She would never pull such a stunt like this.
There is a Captain
We-
Legrune?
Yes. She's one of the guard captains in the city. We should get to Kahlo. I know you all wanted to stay the night to bait out whatever attacked us, but something is very wrong.
Well, what are your
Yes.
thoughts on having help from them? Or do you think it's best to go through security as is?
We should have asked questions. They might have known what's going on with the city. Farney looks very perturbed, thrown off by everything that has just happened. Whatever you decide, I will honor, but I don't know. I haven't ever encountered most of the things that have happened on this journey with you.
What we just saw was a symptom of a broken system. I mean, you keep people down for so long, they act out. That's what we just saw.
But a checkpoint this far from the city seems...
Well, it was a shakedown.
Clearly.
this far from home. You only go this far out in the woods if pickings are slim. And they weren't.
I would think that what we have prepared should get us in, but if things are this strange, I don't know what to believe anymore.
When were you in Callow last?
About a week ago. We've been on the road for about 3.5 days.
Mm-hmm.
I was with you, or not with you, I guess. I was in Alrith fairly quickly. I did not come to Alrith on foot, but with our equipment and the samples you were bringing, we couldn't return the same way. And it's only been 3.5 days. They weren't wrong when they said that, especially you, Navos, would have to have a collar. I've seen you, Thane, shift yourself, whether that's magic or arcane or I don't know. I'm not sure how that registers to their searches. You may end up in a collar as well.
We had asked already.
Duncan,
We got a weird answer. If we put this collar on, and we are wandering through the city, will we be treated different than those who do not have collars?
the only people without collars are people you will not encounter. Generally. The common people who are not part of the grand families, the highest ranking families in the city, most of them have some kind of innate magic and wear collars of some sort. It is very common, especially for travelers. There are exceptions for those ruling families, but as I said, you're probably not likely to run into them.
Oh, maybe we will. Thane's just gonna smirk. But we should get going, right? If you are as concerned as you seem.
Well, is this something we need to put to a vote? We had an idea of what we were going to do.
Do you guys want to fill Andrew in on that plan?
So
Yeah.
originally, I think at one point we had decided that that beast that was kind of following us was probably too dangerous to be left to its own devices, especially out in the woods hunting people down. It had already destroyed a couple of caravans. So we were going to use like Navos and Thane kind of as bait because they were the two people that haven't been brought in anything. So I was given a piece of Kevin's clothing. Brun was given Vox and a note of the bone berries. So like it was something attached to that person. So we assumed that Thane and Navos would get theirs. So we were going to use them as bait to kind of lure the beast into a trap, to kind of corner it, maybe get some answers out of it, because it seems intelligent enough to talk, so it might have some answers for us concerning our connection to this.
What has this thing done that's proven that it's dangerous? I know that encampment got attacked, but I thought that was one of the...
That was the
one of
hog,
the
I
corrupted.
think.
Yeah.
I believe this one was mostly because it has objects it should not have. It had Comcom, it had a piece of Kevin's clothes.
Yeah, well,
it had this puppet of Vox, and it had the same 3 glowing eyes.
Yeah.
And
but I don't think we can assume that it has something for all of us. I mean, just because it's showed up twice. I mean, what was stopping it from giving us the rest of those things the previous nights, especially knowing we were this close to the city?
Exactly. Those are some of the questions that we were trying to answer. Why is it giving us this information piecemeal? Is it a friend or is it foe?
The important thing, our brands are gifts from our little angel gifts are reacting similarly to like they did to the fibers. So they're it is giving that kind of vibe, and I don't know if Brun mentioned it, but it feels like it is like trying to slow us down, which is why it would give out that information kind of piecemeal to keep us from getting there.
In a non-weird way, Duncan also sniffed this creature and found it to be a little fiendish.
I know. So
I don't know if there's consent.
I think in
consensual sniffing.
It was just a day or two ago that we had the debate on whether we wanted to follow that group to the pilgrim group, and we decided no, because we need to get to where we're going. Like, that's where the priority is. We could always come back out of the city and hunt this thing, but it sounds like, especially if things in the city are weird, we should probably go there.
I think part of that conversation, the rebuttal to that was this thing is following us, as opposed to us having to turn around and go find.
One thing that was weird, Thane, with the combat, quote unquote Vox, was trying to escape and wasn't attacking while being attacked.
It's not an immediate threat, and our priority is getting our package to where it needs to go. So we could do that and then always come back. If this thing is hunting us and looking for us, then it's going to wait outside the city. But we'll defer to the rest of you. I mean, especially Ron. Sorry.
Farney says, I do not believe that creature can enter the city. The city is protected fairly heavily. I mean, the gargoyles alone, I feel, would rip it apart, but it's unknown what the creature might do outside the city. But we should make a decision. Continue on. Stop for an extra night. It's all up to you four. I trust your judgment to get me into the city safely with this delivery.
I have to help with bedtime. I will be back in a bit. My vote is we go to the city.
In rebuttal to that, Duncan will vote the opposite. I think going down with the hunting plan is his prerogative. He's thinking of Kevin. if he has anything to do with hurting Kevin, because he brought a piece of Kevin's clothing with him, he needs to know that. And that's we don't know what this thing is. We don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's bad. The not following the pilgrims as they were leaving, that was just us, one, going out of our way to go get extra information, whereas this is just kind of slowing ourselves down, letting it come to us, grabbing that information, and then continuing forward. We're not really going out of our way to go get it. And this seems like a way better lead as a connection than that symbol of the where we're at.
And I also, if we go into the city and we come out to hunt it, like we have some element of surprise on our side with this push. Brun is also going to follow Duncan's. Is going to vote in with Duncan.
If we do hunt this thing, what is both of your plans? Is this
I think that would have
kill,
been-
or is this unconscious?
This is a put it down, subdue it, to try to talk to it. It seems semi-intelligent. It is a little fiendish, so I'd be wary of what it actually has to say and kind of take the true bits out of it and see what's left.
Mm-hmm.
But more subdue than kill. Kill if have to, if it's, kill or be killed, but it has some information that it's just trying to give to us.
Right.
I don't know why it's giving to us piece by piece.
There's some reason it knows us and
Mhm.
is not attacking
Not only knows us, but knows us some intimate details about us.
Mm.
It knows who Vox is and a close enough approximation to make that Vox seem realistic. So it needs to know something about Brun. It needs to know that I care about Kevin. It needs to know that Cum is attached to us, because we've only had it in our possession for a couple of hours. How does it know that it's associated with us?
Right. Thane's
All
gonna
these
hate me
answers and
once he
more.
gets- Thane's gonna hate me once he gets back from the tree line, but I've been getting ready for this. This is why I took my sleep. And I'm sorry, Farney, but I think this might need to be done.
You had mentioned wanting to at least reach the fields outside of Kala. We should be... You see the tabulating happen. A couple hours away. Until then, it's spotted forest.
If I may make an addendum to the plan, and I mean this with all the love and due respect of my heart for you, Farney, you're not much one for a fight. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm not.
What if we had sent
I
you up ahead
tend
to
not to get into
Callow,
fights.
and kind of see if you can kind of maybe see if there's a way into the city, hopefully legally, hopefully through legal means, so that, because we haven't done anything wrong, we're just trying to help. And maybe see if you can clear a passage for us, so when we get there, it might be a little bit easier for us. I'll certainly give you all of the paperwork that I have. You know your way around Callow, obviously. Maybe there's some connections that you can use, and maybe roll the red carpet out a little bit for us, or a mythical red dragon carpet for us.
My concern would be finding you again. Kalo is called the Great City for a reason. It is very large and full of a lot of people.
I don't
Even-
think you'd have to go in.
Meeting you at a gate would be difficult.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have to go in.
Yeah.
I think if something is going on around the city, at the very least, the guards will be talking about it, or the people waiting to get in or out of the city.
What is your plan if we do not reconvene? I can give you a location within the city to
That
meet
would be
me,
helpful.
but if I have the permissions, the papers, You will not be getting in.
I don't. When we camp, how far will you be from the city? I know you can move faster without us.
Well, how close we stop to the city is up to you, but we could stop within an hour. We could stop within 2, 3.
Farney, if I may, how well do you think you can get to the bishop in Callow? If we give you the documentations, you get to the bishop and then have him clear it for the rest of us to come in, it really shouldn't be that much of an issue. Correct?
The Archbishop, she is very important.
Mm-hmm. We are also
And the
carrying
permissions
something
are
very
not
important.
for me. I have
That's
nothing to do with your Archbishop. My goal is to get points toward Brun's bag and your bag. That stuff to the research zone.
Yes. What if I wrote you a letter giving you permission for my permissions?
I don't think that would work.
A bad joke, Marnie. A bad joke. I agree with you.
You saw them considering and trying to do like the mental gymnastics to make that work. Right. A joke. I will do as you ask. Whatever that happens to be. The longer we stay here, though, the harder it is to get into whatever position you prefer. Be that outside the gates or in.
That I agree. And Duncan will kind of collect himself and get ready to move towards the city of Callow, kind of towards those plains. Because I'm assuming that's where we would split.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As we go, I can tell you what I know of Callow, if you think that would be helpful.
I think any information would be helpful at this point.
We haven't really talked much about the habits of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe it would be very, very beneficial for you to understand a bit more of what you're walking into.
Couldn't agree
As soon
more.
as Thane is done in the woods there, we should go. And Thane takes an obnoxiously long time to take a dump in the woods.
A shift.
Coming back.
Well, he's out there shifting.
They return, still in that feminine form. Right. What have we decided? You all know where I stand.
And as much as we do respect that thing. I think this creature poses too much of an asset in terms of information to let go. And I think we're going to kind of split a little bit. We're going to send Farney on ahead to see if he can't butter up some guards for us to kind of get there and hopefully just get straight into the city. While the four of us kind of figure out how to subdue and get some information out of this creature of whatever it is, this beast.
We will respect the decision of the group.
And I'll kind of put my good arm out, kind of grasping for his forearm, like a soldier's, handshake.
They'll return it. Mm-hmm. And on you go. As you head up the road, give me, please, the travel rolls. Wait a minute. No, I still have those. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Teehee, haha. Hoo-hoo.
Fooled.
So, I have Duncan on guard, Thane on guard, Nevos on scout, Brun is still looking for boneberries, and Farney's still on nav. Okay.
You know these bastards are out
Nevos.
here somewhere.
Nevos, as you continue looking ahead and behind and into the distance, After a couple hours of travel, all this time, Farty has been kind of giving you the lowdown on what to expect from the city. In the distance stands a grand walled city with elaborate, reaching architecture that stretches into the sky above. It seems to almost pierce the clouds themselves. With your incredible vision, you see flags dancing in a wind that you can't even feel yet. Their colors are bright in the sun. A lot of the city is still obscured by the tree line, but around this time, Farney estimates about an hour or two to reach into the open lands that surround the walls. When you get to Kalu, we'll be stopped at the gate. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Tiny human.
Tiny
Potato sack that
disappears.
screams.
Look at that sack of flour.
Look at that face.
oh,
It's me.
out of it.
The
Looks almost as tired as Andrew.
Almost.
Farney is giving y'all the rundown. Thane, you have been traveling toward the city. Y'all are going to send Farney ahead to the city while you stop for the evening to try and beat some answers out of quote-unquote Fox. Have
we
any
lost
of you
the
been
vote?
to the Great City? You did lose the vote. It's 3-1.
Okay.
Farney abstained.
That's awesome. Okay.
But we did have a soldier shake, so there's no bad blood. There's no bad blood.
Truly.
Legally.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Have
I'm
any
always
of
on
you
the
been
losing
to the Great
side of the
City
vote.
before?
One
You truly are.
I have never.
It's almost like they hate you.
Yeah, miss another episode.
You're missing out the bonding.
Have any of you been to the Great City before?
I have never.
It's been a very long time.
We lived in the great city most of our life. It wasn't this one though.
Different great city. Yeah.
Kahlo, the Great City. Anyway, so Thane, at this point, you are a couple hours till you break through the trees into the open fields that surround Kahlo. So Farney's given you the rundown on what to expect when you get there. The city is divided into wards based on what's inside them. There are areas that are only accessible to those who are tied to the leading families. There are areas that are dedicated to merchants, to study of the arcane and magics, to trade and craftsmanship, to food and businesses related to it, restaurants and such. There are scholarly areas fairly close to the arcane areas, the temple district, and there are the areas that most people live in as well. It is difficult to travel the entirety of the city. Most of these areas are restricted based on your access permissions. Who has the writ from? Okay. What we have from the bishop should get us into a couple of areas. Mainly the residential district, the food district, and a very small section of the magical studies sections of the city. we will not be able to access any of the other zones on our own. That requires a lot of bureaucracy to get that access. I'm very curious about what the false lagoon on the road back there meant that they could get us access. Not that we need it, but you will also have access to the temple district to meet with the Archbishop, hopefully, to at least seek an audience, if she'll have you. At the gates, the guard will search us. Because I am from Kahlo and have proof with my gestures to their bag where the bracelet is stored, I shouldn't have much trouble. But you will be apprehended. Nevos. Thane, I'm still not sure about you. You will be collared. Of that I have no doubt. The collars will drain your magics. They nullify your magics. Paladins are a bit of an odd part of that. I don't typically associate with the different paladin groups. Just not much of my work. We'll need to declare any magical items that we have and show them the boxes we are delivering. I cannot guarantee they won't try to open them. Which it seems that is very much not what we want. But hopefully with our permissions, it'll mean something and they will leave them closed. Any of our personal magical items will be confiscated at the gate. They will not allow them in.
But we can get them back when we leave, correct?
Yes. You should be able to.
Okay.
Farney, in case we get separated, or they separate us, are there any allies in the city? Is there anyone we can approach to find sanctuary if we need it?
As far as allies go, I'm not.
Well, hopefully we have one on the inside with Jebka's contact, Might Mouth. She told us to find him.
I do not know this Might Mouth.
Oh, well, that makes
I'm
three
unfamiliar.
of us. 4 of us. 5 of us? As Duncan tries to remember how to count.
There
I've only got
are
one hand, it's hard.
there
That's
are a
true.
few
It's like
taverns you
identified.
could try, but as far as allies, any of my contacts likely would be out of reach for you.
And you've never heard of anyone like me in this city? Anyone with the Celestial Collective? Anyone who wears armor like this armor?
Always asking if I know people. I don't know everyone in the city, Thane. I'm sorry.
Just you're here, you're in contact. You know things.
I am not here as often
It's
as
a-
you
it's a
seem to
compliment.
believe.
It's a compliment.
Thank you. I think you could try in the so in the temple district. You are likely to find the paladin training grounds. Again, I don't know exactly where, but this city does produce several of the paladin forces that protect the outer towns and settlements. So I would assume you would find them there. If you're going in under the guise of being a paladin, which I would assume you would be, as you are a paladin.
As I am.
Right, as myself.
I would assume that you would be able to gain access to the Paladins areas. You could try there.
Okay.
There are several taverns in the residential and food districts. You could try the Slumbering Sloke or the 12 Lily Inn. There's also Avern, but Farney pulls a face at saying the name Avern. It seems that is not a place they would really recommend. But it is a potential place.
Ron, write that down. All right, Farty. Now, do you know? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for the information.
They look nervous for a second.
I have a very funny mental picture of how how Avern got its name, and I hope I'm right.
Well, you'll have to go there and find out.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, don't do it.
No, this place is full of possible NPCs.
Every place is full of possible NPCs. All right. It's been a couple of hours. I assume you've been kind of chatting on and off and discussing plans and such. By this point, you exit the trees, emerging onto gentle rolling hills carpeted by tall grasses that wave gently. Almost looks like somebody is breathing, pushing the grasses back and forth. You can feel the breeze now. It's a soft, gentle kind of caress almost that tousles your hair. As it enters your noses, there's a brief flash of a beaming halfling ASMR face that flits from your memory to accompany the scent of dew on blooms. The city's still distant, but it shines in the sunlight, sparkling kind of like polished ivory, almost. From here, it should take a couple more hours to reach the city. Where would you like to part ways?
Is there any like sort of abandoned structures between here and the city that we can kind of take hold in?
None that I'm aware of. They tried to keep the land around the city cleared.
Mhm.
And Farney kind of gestures, and there are no trees. There's really nothing to obscure view. Like, if you were in one of the towers in the city, you would imagine that you could see out to the tree line. And everything in between.
Do we want to stay further out so the gargoyles do not show up?
Yeah,
Right.
probably right on that tree line is a good.
Just think far enough. Far enough from the tree line that we look scared. But close enough that it's still going to want to come out and say hi. $20-30 feet.
In that case, I will leave you here then.
You said we're a few hours. How many hours from the city are we, Farney?
About 3 at the pace we've been taking.
So, if you need to stay in or around the city overnight, that's fine. I don't think we should move from here until 3 hours past sunrise. If you're not back by then, we'll be on the road.
And they nod kind of gently taking in the directive here. I will see what I can do at the gate. It could take some time just to get in.
I might be the only one in the room that thinks you don't necessarily have to go into the city. Especially if you... Do you normally go in on your trips?
Well, if I'm making a delivery, I do. I suppose I don't quite understand what you hope to gain by me going to the gate. Just to see what's going on, or...
Information. If they're setting up checkpoints, Brett will pull his air quotes that far
You
from
did
the
say
city.
that things. You did say things felt different.
You were here
To
last
approach
week.
with caution.
You'll know what's changed. Or you'll at least have a friendly face for someone to be like, Brett will be like, oh my god, have you heard all the news, the terrible things that have happened? You know, shit like that. Or someone will warn you because
Right.
you're trusted.
I'm almost curious if word of Ulrith has reached Kalau. We could definitely use that to our advantage. If the guards are wary of these fibers and things like that.
Well, Silverwater was on his way here right away, long before
Mhm.
we left. I mean, it's presumably he made it here long before we did. In which case, maybe that's more of a concern than anything.
There will at least be wanted posters in the guard posts, and if you see any recognizable faces, we know before we go in.
I'll shave. Just kidding.
Barney's face drops, and they're like, hmm. Questioning being near you guys again.
Strictly reconnaissance. Just
I will see what the current conditions of the gate are then, and return,
and
I suppose.
if 3 hours past sunrise and you're not here, that's when we'll head out. We'll stick to the road and we'll be there in 3 hours. Hopefully by then either we have a better plan, have more information, or we'll figure something out.
If you would need to try and find me in the city, and they produce that bracelet again, like bit of a grimace as they hold it. Find the Twistwind family, or try and get a message. We are the messengers of the city. Many of us are elven of descent. We tend to move faster as messengers. No offense.
None taken here.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I
we
used
have
to
an old
run my
guy.
day. Yeah, I used to run in my old days.
I'm sure you did, Duncan.
But
We are not in the highest district, but it may be difficult for you to reach our home in the mercantile district. But you may be able to send a message with one of my fellows.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
And they show you the crest. It is kind of a swirled, windy motif.
Would you mind if I got a rubbing of this?
Going to do what to my bracelet?
you can't.
Take a piece of paper with charcoal.
You
rubbing?
can't just ask the people that.
What do you guys call it today?
It's a fairly
charcoal drawing?
small. It's fairly small. You might want to just draw out a rough approximation.
I'll just do that then to kind of save my embarrassment.
Get a rubbing.
Quick rubbing. Quick.
Ew. Y'all are nasty. Anything else that you want to pass on to Farney before they head out?
My best of lucks.
And to you.
An honest thank you for, getting us this far.
And
You are part of the
apologies.
delivery.
Well, hopefully this is the delivery you'll be able to make. We should be
should
right
hope
behind
so.
you.
What were you saying, Dirk?
And apologies for dealing with us so far. But hopefully this should be it.
You see Farney try to hide like a little look real quick. If you want to make an insight, you can.
Yeah.
If you want to pretend that everything's fine and that there was no look, that you can also do that.
Oh, no.
No. You ain't letting it slide.
Navos has been around long enough. I mean,
Navis is used to people wanting to get rid of them as quickly as possible.
18.
You beat me to it.
If it's not them, it's Navos trying to do it to them.
The look on Farney's face is a bit of a grimace when you say about dealing with you guys. And like, there's no denying that they do feel that way. At least in part. Like, you get the feeling that as far as deliveries go, you have been probably the most difficult one they've ever had to deal with. Because they don't typically deliver people or things that they cannot touch or interact with. As long as you get to where you need to go, I am satisfied. I will be raising my rates after this, though.
Sounds like a solid business plan.
I will try and return sometime this evening. Best of luck to you four.
To you as well.
And they turn and give a little bit of a wave. As you watch them leave, they're fast. They are so much faster than y'all have been traveling.
Yeah.
Like, you can very clearly see how much you've been holding them back with the current pace they're taking.
How much he's been holding me back, actually.
Dude, that's exactly how I feel when I go to the farmer's market with my family.
You've been holding me back.
I get this. I get this.
Colin, come on, you got
Andrew,
these.
not everyone is a giraffe of a human. Some of your family have tiny legs. One of them can't even
cheetah.
walk.
Excuses.
That's true, Evan. What the heck's wrong with you?
Admittedly, I am one of those people that weaves through a crowd with no regard for anyone I'm walking with. So,
Mm-hmm. As you should.
all right, friends. Yeah, right? Right? Do y'all want to do any planning? Should we fast forward to setting up camp? What are we feeling here?
Can we fast forward to after we catch the thing we're hunting?
Yes, that's feeling.
No.
Just assume success.
Yeah, can we just do a montage?
Manifest it.
Did Brun see any sign?
Yes.
Mulberries on the
Give
tree?
me a moment.
Mhm.
As you've gotten closer to the kind of outskirts of the city's influence, you've been watching for any sign. And you had rolled a 27. You are confident that if there was a sign, you would have found it. There's been nothing. That is
Not even
strange.
not even like old inactive sign. There's just nothing.
Nothing. There is no sign of Boneberry presence. Like, you're on a main road headed
Hey.
toward the city. And there's no sign.
Hey, Braun,
Yeah.
you've mentioned a couple times. I mean, I maybe I'm not guessing what he's doing right now, but he did just talk about the bone berries, and I think he's brought it up a couple times with us
Mhm.
around. Have you explained who these people are? Like, are they nice people? Are they friendly? Are they like you?
What do you mean? I'm quite friendly.
Yeah, to people you like.
They're like me. When you put it that way, they're a lot like me. They are the best people you could ask for. Remember what that squad of preschoolers was trying to do on the road? The bone. The folks I'm looking for are the best at it. If anybody could get us into Kahlo undetected, off the radar, they'd be the ones to do it.
That's. I guess I can see that. They are so good at not being detected that you can't find any sign of them.
If I was an idiot, that would be a good assumption. But there should be sign on a road like this. This is a major road leading into a major city where people want to get in unseen. And if you know the sign, if you know what you're looking for, you can make contact and set up either a courier for your package or smuggling yourself. Granted, 4 of us would be a bit of a hard sell, but I have... They're friends, usually.
Well, if we ever do cross paths with them, I would love to meet them because they sound like the kind of people that my people would get along with very well. Because we do very similar, very, very similar things.
Do you also smuggle in goods into places they should not be, and also... Well, they're a little less savory than you.
We tend to outsource to people like them, it sounds like, because they are connected, and sometimes we are not.
Thane, do you know what a boneberry is?
No, that's why we were asking.
So... It's a... Boneberries grow a very dense, low thicket that spreads for as much open space as you can get. Never under trees, and usually just wide open fields, kind of like these, except less walkable. It is a thick, thorny, unpleasant mess to walk through. You could do it with a sword or a machete. You can chop your way through. The problem is what lives in the boneberry bushes. Are any of you afraid of spiders?
We don't find them pleasant, especially given that a bunch of them were in our armor just like a week ago.
Imagine all those tangled branches, all those roots connecting together like a spider web. If you wander too deep into the bushes, they will find you. And the bone berries themselves are delicious. Beautiful little white berries that grow in clusters of 8. But usually you won't know until you go to pick it if they're actually berries or not. When the spiders get done with you, they leave your bones as fertilizer so the patch can grow.
Yeah, the Celestial Collective is we like the networking, but yeah, we're more like flowers, a field of flowers.
Just if you're on the run and all of a sudden you run into a field and they stop chasing you, you should probably say a prayer or two, because I don't think you're getting it again.
Yeah, we don't like spiders, so.
So anyway, no, I'm looking for friends to try and get us into Kahlo, and the fact that there is no sign and they're offering smuggling services that far out of town, I'm not holding my breath on that possibility. I wonder if that's part of why things are strange. Running out an entire smuggling ring like that, they don't pull up stakes for even wars. They're not just gonna leave unless they are hunted. Normally just go quiet, wait till it's over. So things might be a little more complicated than I.
Well, I guess we get back to the problem at hand, the other complex issue. How exactly do you all intend on catching this thing?
I'm not positive. I have rope. We can set some sort of snare, possibly. Use it.
Always ask it, tie itself up.
I could, yeah. Pre-stat rope knots. So as soon as we capture it, we can start tying it up.
I think we sleep in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
See, my question is, it's already seen Thane face to face. Do we use just me this time? Does it think Thane is waiting for it?
It hasn't brought him anything. Right, Thing? You didn't get met in the middle of the night by a figure from your past.
We would definitely remember that.
One would hope.
You would think.
Brun does give kind of
Yeah.
Would you?
How have you been feeling, by the way?
Better, we think. DM, I've been feeling better. Did I disappear last
Sure.
game? Okay.
I know the GM's being cryptic again.
What?
Mistreus, please help me.
No, we're good.
Thane, go ahead and roll for me. Something.
Okay.
A history, a wisdom, an intelligence, charisma even.
That's funny. I just, as a joke, was like, can I roll for charisma?
You could roll for charisma.
I think I'm pretty low in that. Natural 1. +1, so 2.
Prodding through your memories of the past day, you don't find any gaps. You don't feel any. So previously, you had felt that missing time, right? You recognized that things had changed around you, that you had lived a day that you did not remember, or a night, a day and a night. You don't get any sense of that this time. As far as you can tell, you've been here, present, the whole time.
With a natural 1, Thane doesn't even remember the question you just asked them. No, yeah, we felt fine. Thank you for checking in.
Of course. So, what would you prefer? Steph, we're the two. I hoped you picked up some worms when you were at the tree line. If we're going to be thrown out.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
pair it together, or would you like to take it separately?
Yeah, no. I think that we can pair together. I actually wanted to chat with you a little bit since we have some time. While
Yeah, I
we're,
was
like Scooby doing it.
I was thinking we put you guys on alternating shifts. Duncan,
Oh, great. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was
Dun-
thinking.
if Duncan and I stay up since we've been spotted with it, or it's spotted us, maximize our odds of it biting. Have bait in the water the whole night, as it were.
Just keep an eye on us. Maybe it drops off something as we're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So, DM question here. If y'all are doing 2 shifts, is that what I'm getting here? Like you're going to stay up for 4 hours instead of just 2? When you do sleep, you're not going to have a full rest. You will not have reached your long rest.
Well, does Navos and Thane need to actually be awake in order to be bait? Just like stick us in a field, and you guys can watch us sleep from a distance.
Yeah.
If the pattern
Respectful
holds,
distance.
though, the beast had only come to that person while they were on watch. I was on watch when it came to me. Brun was on watch when Vox came to him.
Well, I mean, Thane was there as well with Brun.
Thing was also there, coincidentally.
As you remember, Thane. Gosh.
I remember. I was just about to say I was definitely there. What are we talking about again? No, just kidding.
Maybe either me or Thane are up and the rest of you pretend to be asleep. I mean,
An all-nighter. I like it.
we got that. We got the
Okay,
early
most
morning
texts.
rest earlier. I don't need any more sleep at this point.
No, I don't. Just put sunglasses on me and prop me up against a tree.
What shift was it? Because we were right before dawn, right?
Mhm.
Thane and I were right before dawn. Duncan was right before dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if
Duncan,
we
then me,
put-
then Farney, then you guys.
Duncan went first, yeah.
Yeah.
So if the pattern holds, and it's coming to us right at right before dawn, we give Brun kind of looks to Duncan. We give them the last 2 shifts. We let
Yes, I was thinking the same as well.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
the
Yeah, me
trick
too.
with 4 of us. There's no double shift. So unless I'm willing to lose a few more hours of sleep.
I mean, how early in the evening is? I mean, could we just go to bed earlier tonight? Get those a couple extra hours earlier, and
Oh, we already slept in.
yeah,
To
as well
catch
as-
up
I
and get our sleep.
listen. I can take a
So-
nap whenever.
Yeah, you
What a
can,
mood.
Grandpa.
By this point, the sun is
I don't
going
even have any
down.
choice.
Like you're heading for sunset at
Mhm.
this point. It's not dark yet. It'd be kind of early if you're still traveling. Like it would be kind of early for you to be setting up camp. So you could do some early resting if you wanted to try and get a couple more hours. But if you want somebody to have a watch while people are resting, it's gonna get weird. I will say, just because this is hurting my brain and I can't do math anyway, we can sort this out so that 2 people take points of exhaustion and the other 2 do not.
So I will say that I refuse to let Thane be as tired as Andrew in real life. This is my fantasy. So Thane is
So Thane
This
gets
is
a
my hill
full
to
8.
die on, and then some.
Thane will
Run.
never have
This
a
is all
point
I-
of exhaustion.
this
He
is all I
wakes
Except
care
up.
that
about.
Andrew missed.
Nothing
Except
to
that
do,
Andrew
no
missed a
diapers to
couple
change.
episodes.
Ooh.
I had a doctor's note.
Brun is willing to take the point of exhaustion, but wants to make sure that like if it comes down to we need to hold this thing down and ask it questions, because it kind of worked last time. Brun is like, I don't know if we want me to be tired when this whole thing happened.
So let
How about
Duncan
y'all
be
give
fired.
me the order that you want to do watch in?
Probably Duncan, Brun, Thanos, Navos, or Thane, Navos, Thanos.
Thane, don't snap your fingers, whatever you
Yeah,
do.
yeah, give them far apart. Thane, Navos, as long as they come up on the tail end, or Navos,
Thane.
Thane.
We all
The
feeling
Thane
good about that?
Yeah, that sounds perfectly balanced.
Duncan,
All things
Navos.
Holy shit.
Sorry,
Duncan
wait.
Brun.
Duncan Brun, Navos Thane?
Yeah.
Thane
Uh,
Navos.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Let's do Thane Navos, just in case Thane has already been like ticked off the registry.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's maximize the odds of something happening.
Is this
Also-
metagaming?
Yeah, dude, she just scared the shit out of me.
I saw the panic.
Do I get anything
house.
special? No. For the intro, by the way, do you want just inspiration?
Yeah, how is your inspiration looking? Because I just realized I forgot to give you that.
Mine's empty. No, I was just thinking about it. So I'll just
Have
put that
yourself
on.
a fun little inspiration point.
Thank
You know what? You know what? If you would like, instead of an inspiration point, you can have one get out of exhaustion point free.
There we go.
I'm
Then we give it to Navos.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. You would be spending it theoretically this evening if you didn't want to be exhausted. But
Right.
that's up to you. That would save one person from an exhaustion point, though.
Would I know this is getting deeper into it. Can I instead give it to either Brun or Duncan, if possible?
So, pick which one of them you want to have the exhaustion point, and the other is safe.
Oh no! This went from here is a gift to here is a choice.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I'm
will choose
sorry.
Your doom adventure.
Who do you think I am?
I mean, old guy is always tired. He's always going to be tired.
That is true. And Duncan, we'll take it.
We need someone
Alright,
to
Duncan
to
gets
hold this thing
exhaustion.
down.
And Duncan just flexes his one muscle.
All right.
I was gonna say,
Everybody
Brun at
else
least has
is
both arms.
safe from an exhaustion point. Unless the sleep is interrupted, but no, I kid. Probably.
So Duncan will take first watch and kind of extend his watch a little bit longer to kind of allow Brun to sleep in just a little bit longer.
That works. All right, Fredis. Give me that investigation roll.
Oh, I was like,
Or that perception. You do perception, you do investigation. I think we were doing perception, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's another natural one.
13.
13. What you got there,
for
Chris?
Brun.
Is that also a nat one?
It was a natural 2.
I see. Nevos?
15, 13 plus 2.
Fantastic. Okay. I am going to call an early bio break so I can do a little bit of things here.
Maniacal scheming.
Taka.
Cracking the cat.
I've been scheming this whole time. I just need to write it down for future me. So let's take a 10.
R.I.P.
I
Farney.
was
We
giving the
hardly
whole
knew them.
time. Yeah.
You've been through a lot the past couple of days with them. So we will
Yeah,
come
but
back
not
in
once.
a bit.
Not once did they say thank you.
Oh, yeah, for real. We save them from the Campbell cows.
Weren't you gonna give them a gift? Their thing.
Was I?
Anyway, at one point you were like, "Should we get them a gift?"
Oh yeah. A thank you card or
Talk-
something. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Hot yoga. I forgot to talk to them about hot yoga.
Business opportunities in the big city.
When Navos does it, it's always hot. That's the secret.
I think
anyway,
Thanks, I
Whatever
hate
it is.
all of this. 10-minute break. We'll see you all at 45.
45.
Okay.
8:45.
Thank you, 11.
But yeah, I think we did give Barney the best gift we could have, which was our absence.
Our friendship. Oh, absence.
I think it was very clear they didn't
Honestly-
they didn't want that.
Abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe he'll leave us and be like, actually, it was probably pretty good. It was pretty good with those guys.
And
Just the
maybe.
bros on the street.
One
Get
can
them from
hope.
one town to the next.
All right, I'm gonna hop off for a few minutes. I will hop back on
Absolutely.
in a few. Peace out.
Peace.
Welcome back.
I've been here the whole time.
I watched you return. Don't lie to me.
The whole time I've been here.
Don't you lie to me. My perception is
Hello.
too high for that. Hello.
I'm back. Don't deduct any points.
Would I do that to you? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Now,
Sure.
Curtis, on the other hand,
Tons of points. All the points.
I might actually take his strength score again.
That's the only thing he's
Oh.
got.
Of
Yeah,
I know, that's
don't-
why I keep taking it.
Can you take it after the encounter?
It depends on how late he is. That's a minute.
I gave him no exhaustion, and he's gonna do this to me.
To us. He's doing this
us.
to us.
To the group.
When we all rely
Hey,
on his
Derek.
strength and he doesn't show, oof.
Big oof.
Derek, thank you for the gift card, by the way.
Oh yeah, no problem. Did you guys get anything good with it, or holding on?
Not yet. We had bought groceries like that day, so we're pretty well stocked. But yeah, we're gonna definitely do that at some point. Kylie and I have been doing date nights every other Wednesday.
Oh,
We have our parents come over. So we've only done it once so far, but yeah. But yeah, we appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm like back in the office 24/7 now, so it's gonna be like crockpot meals at this
Ew.
point next time.
Gross.
Crock-pot meals are the best.
Is it cooling down for y'all? We've been like down to the 60s and 70s over here, which has been amazing.
Yeah,
So we're starting to get into
Awesome.
crockpot season.
Yeah, still about
75
80s
degrees
here.
today.
Blech.
I mean,
Disgusting.
better than the 90s, but
Truly. Everything's better than the 90s.
Oh,
All right, so since Curtis has defected,
Abandon us.
maybe he fell down the stairs or something.
maybe.
It's better hope he fell down the
He'll be
stairs.
okay.
After I'm done with him.
If he doesn't
what he gets
hobble
for
back to the
being-
camera, unable to
Yeah.
reach it because he's on the ground, I don't know, man.
if he's not on
Uh,
crutches,
Truly, if he's not on crutches, I will not take pity. So tell me about camp. Tell me what the setup is. Y'all said you wanted to park a little bit away from the tree line,
Mhm.
but not so far that
Too far.
your pursuer wouldn't follow you.
Mhm. So I would say about maybe a good 50 to 100 feet or yards from
Okay.
the tree line.
Sounds
Runnable, but not.
good. So you all are set up beneath the stars, and the night previous, the stars seemed exceptionally bright. Brun was very familiar with the with the constellations that he was seeing, and everything felt pretty peaceful. Tonight, the first thing that strikes you, Duncan, as you start your watch, the stars seem kind of washed out. Just a bit. You're not sure why that is, but there's a bit of a dullness to the sky.
Light pollution.
About
Probably my cataracts again.
oh no, we're gonna have to get Duncan much larger
LASIK.
glasses.
Yeah, LASIK.
Lightning blast to the face.
I recently
close
found out
enough.
that they don't put you under for LASIK. They just dull your
Yeah.
eyes and you can
You
smell your burning
smell
flesh.
all of
I
it.
did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. I got it done too. That was the first thing I noticed was the smell.
Oh,
It's really gross.
I would never.
Partway through your watch, Duncan, Farney returns.
Oh, nice.
There's heavy breathing going on.
Oh, I booked it.
Their pace is much
Ooh.
slower.
Catch your breath, man. Catch your breath.
They nod to you and take a seat, kind of trying to regain themselves, but it's very clear to you that they are quite exhausted. And they are going to just kind of set up and plop down and take a bit of a snooze. Give you a little bit of a wave and just
Okay. Good night.
a little
I suppose.
sign of like, we'll report when everyone's awake.
Well, it can't be that bad then. And I'll look for a spare blanket, or I'll even give him my own to kind of like give him a nice little place to sleep.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Duncan. Other than Farney's return, not much occurs, and it is time to wake Brun up.
Okay. And kind of get up and kind of rub my eyes and look at the stars once more to make sure, like, is it my vision or is it just the stars? And kind of like walk over to Brun, give him a big old push. The one would push like a grizzly bear.
Brun's getting used to the pushes, so it takes like you get like a part way through the push when he's like, I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of, but also like a bear kind of like rolls and like is scratching his back on like a rock that he's kind of found. Anything?
Quiet night, and I will kind of step aside and point over to the area where Farney is sleeping. Farney came back quite exhausted. Immediately went to sleep. Very concerning, but not too concerning, because otherwise you probably would have said something's up. But he's back.
Are you sure it's Farney?
Elves don't sleep, do they?
I mean, they do.
GM, does it look
Sort
like
of.
Farney's previous meditations?
Give me some kind of roll. What are you feeling for this? If you're looking at kind of their behavior, their posturing, perhaps an insight.
Yeah, I'll do insight.
Is this guy dude in a wig?
There we go. That's a halfway decent roll. That is 14.
Originally, nat 20.
I burned
You
him all
can
last second.
tell. So you would know that elves, they do not need to sleep, right? They can, though. Like, if they are tired enough, they can sleep,
Okay.
right? It looks to you like you can see the sweat drenching their clothes. Like they didn't even kick the boots off before
They just,
dropping
like,
onto the ground.
Hit. Finally, I don't have to run. Hit horizontal. Fascinating.
Basically.
That doesn't bode well for us in the morning, does it?
Probably not, but that is a problem for this morning.
That is a problem for the morning. All right. Here's hoping that something happens tonight.
Here's open. Nothing happens tonight. We gotta go to Callow. Really,
I'm sure
can't be sitting here all day.
I'm sure Farney sprinted back here to tell us that it's incredibly easy and they've opened the gates and now anyone can come in, I'm sure. Nothing but good things. They were so excited to give us good news.
Yeah, there was a discount at his favorite elven clothier.
They're giving away cookies and pastries at the door.
He was so excited to tell us, but nothing but unfettered dreams. And I'm gonna kind of walk over to my spot and kind of sit and maybe snooze off a little bit.
Brun, you settled in for your watch. And you're still groggy. This is kind of a weird time for you to be taking watch. You've been doing mostly the later shifts. So you're in kind of that weird brain space. The stars draw your eyes. You were looking at those constellations the night before. What's on your mind? What is weighing on you this evening?
if I think what's gonna happen, what is Brun's plan if they get detained? And right now, if they get to the gates, because Brun was relying on the Boneberry family to get us in. And if they've gone radio silent, Brun does not trust Louis at all. That is some 2-bit goon trying to make his way in the world, which I can respect, but also I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I can throw him pretty far.
As we saw with Navos.
It's running through, am I gonna just drop my bag and run? No, we're not dropping the bag. That decision takes a minute after looking at everyone else. It's like, we're not just gonna drop the bag and run. Okay, then what? One of us gets detained and the others go through. Brun takes the metaphorical bullet. Brun takes the bags and runs and finishes the job. No, Brun's not going to cut and run. So that leaves, does Brun give the bag to someone else to finish the job? Because if anybody's going to get pulled aside, yeah, Brun's thinking through if he has any contacts in the city or just how he's likely to get flagged based on his previous time in the city. And does he even go in? And again, with a look around the campfire at everybody asleep, weighing that choice. And I don't know if he comes to a conclusion this evening before he accidentally passes out. Or
This is not like the second time Brun has done this.
it's a little
Thane.
embarrassing. Brent doesn't want to talk.
We're gonna have a coaching after this.
He needs his CPAP. he's got apnea.
So, Thane. Yeah, Drew, are you there? Okay, you
Yes.
are there. Okay, just checking. Your turn for watch comes and goes. While you are sleeping, are you dreaming, do you think?
Yeah, probably.
What are you dreaming of?
So, I think a lot of what Thane's main concern is manifesting itself as they're dreaming, which is just this thought of how are they going to regulate themselves while they're in the city. How are they going to be able to stop themselves from just clobbering everything that they see as oppressive?
So much injustice
which
everywhere.
is everything. And they just, at first, it's like, okay, they're holding it in, and then at one point in their dream, they strike out, but their attack doesn't do anything. And it's like when you have that nightmare where you're trying to run or you're trying to like punch or do something and you're just incredibly weak. And yeah, they ultimately just gets to this point in their dream where they are completely worthless and they recognize how worthless they are in this situation.
While you are attempting to flee yourself, you look in a mirror at some kind of surface. You see yourself as you truly are. And you see yourself shift into a more feminine figure. You realize that you are the reflection. You have no control here. You are simply reflecting somebody else's will. And you hear a voice that you kind of remember. Sort of.
Mhm.
Who are you?
I'm whoever you want me to be.
I'm looking for Valen.
I can be Valen.
You feel your body wake. You sit upright, but you are not in control. You are behind the wheel, but off to the side. Roll for me a charisma. Straight charisma.
And Valen is not a name that Thane has heard before, right? It's a name that Andrew has heard.
Correct.
Nothing. Okay, my charisma is 18.
You see yourself stand. You feel the ground beneath your feet. There's nobody on watch. Everybody's asleep. Looking at the stars, the thought occurs to you that it's not time for your watch. Did you sleep through it? It's too bright out. You walk to Navos. You try to walk to Navos. You are fighting whoever is controlling you. And you stop mid-step. For a moment, you have control. What are you doing?
Thane is going to pull out their journal.
Okay.
And very quickly write, I am Valen. In the journal.
The journal closes as you just about as you finished. You closed a little too quick. There's a smudge now where the ink is probably still wet. And you go wake Navos up. Go ahead.
Hey, Thane has taken the form of the woman they saw in their dream. Maybe they didn't realize it at first, but that's where they are. I think it's time for me to awake you. I had another one of those dreams. The thing I told you about before.
Hey, Navos.
Yeah.
You want to describe the face that's looking at you?
It is a sandy colored face. Something you could see, let's say, in real world, like towards maybe like around like Egypt or around like Egypt.
Like Mediterranean.
Mediterranean, yeah. Brunette hair, long, delicate features, tiny freckles sprinkled across the face.
I'm pretty.
Where have you seen that face?
Thane, you don't know what he's talking about.
I just felt like wearing it. I don't know.
I need you to change immediately.
You
Why?
try to shift. You don't have control of that right now. You don't want
Is there
to.
fire? Is there a fire or anything going on right now? Is there?
The fire is low, because there is no one for your time frame of watch. The fire has gotten pretty low. It's down to coals at this point.
Does this offend you?
This face feels right.
It doesn't. The face itself does not, but you wearing it does. You don't get to use that face.
Saying this is your face. He can't tell you to change.
Nabos,
Stand behind him with a stick.
we've worn many faces. We've never really felt at home in any of them. We feel at home now. This is who we are. I mean, you telling us not to wear it is like telling us not to exist.
If you can tell me the name of where you get that face, I will allow it. If not, do not look at me until you change.
Well, it's Galen.
You go to say that word, that name. It's so clear in your mind, but your mouth will not say it.
It's very important to me. And it's not right of you to tell me to be something other than what I am. Now, are
You know
waking
it's
up? 'Cause it's
time for Navis's watch.
because I need to get some sleep.
We can talk about this later after this is finished. I need to know.
No, we don't.
We need to speak of these dreams.
Yeah, I mean, we'll tell you what we can remember and what we know. I mean, it's scary, but it felt less scary this time. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get some rest. It takes good sleep to look this good.
I bet it does. I'll take watch.
Thane, you return to your bedroll. You feel comfortable. And as you drift to sleep once again, you revert to however you normally rest. Navos, it's your watch.
Just a multitude of things going on besides what just happened.
Settling in for your watch, real quick.
Mhm.
You also look at the stars. As bright as you remember them, they do seem a bit dimmer, and you realize it's the city. The lights from the top of the city are so bright, they're washing out the sky. You've been inhabited in places where people are. You've never really seen a place that glows from within like this. The city itself is almost a beacon. Your watch goes without any issues. You see that Farney is back, passed out. Unusual, but they are covered in sweat, and you imagine probably pretty tired. What are you doing during your watch? What are you thinking about?
So the dream originally excuse me. It's just something coming after Navos. Shadowy. Eventually taken over. But after seeing this face, Navos pulls out a wand from their sack. Worried about losing it and wants to get it back if possible. On it is crimson coloring. Not years of use, but years of just wear and tear. With the initials MT engraved on it. Navos has no idea whose this is, what it was used for. Possibly cracked enough that there was no powers left, if it even had any. But something about this ties to the face that Thane was wearing. And is just completely focused on this and not even watching, just listening for if anything appears.
Toward the end of your watch, in the tree line, you hear something moving about, and you see a very faint glint of yellowish eyes look at you, then they close and disappear.
How many did I see?
3.
It's one too many.
It's one too many. They took one of mine. I will sit there and wait for a few seconds, see if it appears again.
Nothing. Farney starts to stir, and they sit up, kind of bleary, and a little dazed, They don't usually sleep, and to have passed out has thrown them off, it seems. But this is toward the end of your shift, and the sun is starting to approach the horizon. You can see kind of a glow building across the sky.
Farney, are you okay?
I think so, Navos.
Whatever happened, please tell us, but it appeared.
They nod. When everyone's awake.
Of course. Can you keep an eye on me?
Should I be concerned?
I'm wondering if it dropped something off. It hasn't appeared again.
Okay. I can do that.
Keeping a direct eye line just around where the eyes were. I'd like to slowly approach.
As you search this boundary between the open hills and the forest, you see nothing. You spend 5, 10, 15 minutes, however long you decide. Nothing. You don't even see footprints this time. No tracks left behind. You know where you heard it. You know roughly where you saw it, but...
How long were the eyes open for? Was this a stare or just a quick glance?
Maybe a minute or two. Keeping a look at you. And then just turned away. Or closed the eyes or something. It vanished.
All right. I'll return back. Wait for the rest of the group to finish sleeping.
I know Thane and Duncan tend to get up the earliest. So Thane's going to be up fairly like right after the sun is up. And they're just the face that you recognize now. Did we talk last night, Nevos? Is that a dream?
We did. We can discuss this more in the future. I'm sorry for how I came off.
No, wait. Are we fighting? Are you mad at me over something?
Not you, but whatever is influencing you.
Oh, yeah. And Thane's gonna go over to Nevos. So last night, this dream that I had, right? They kept asking me if I was this person. And
You
and
feel
before, I
very
told them,
floaty thinking about it.
oh,
Things are kind of hazy.
yeah,
Continue the enthusiasm, but details are fuzzy,
behaving.
and as you start trying to remember certain
Yeah.
things, you're gonna have to roll.
right. I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember the last time. This is the second time they've done this, as far as I can remember. And the first time, they asked me, and I told them no. And the second time they asked me, and I thought I could outsmart them. I can play along, and I told them yes. And I don't know what happened, but it felt really good. Like I've never felt at peace before. But
I asked you to tell me what the name was. Is this something you can remember now, or is this still gone?
Give me a history for that one.
yeah. Three. That is an 11.
You remember the shape of your mouth saying it, but the sound is missing.
It was.
You can mouth the word, but it's indistinct.
I wrote it down. I think there was a moment where I had control of myself. And Thane's going to pull out their journal. We thought if we just journal everything that happens to us, that maybe we can stay in control, you know? So, and Thane's going to pull out their journal, which previously was full of quotes and their manifesto and just a lot of party stuff. devoted, to their. And yes, they're going to show this line that they wrote last night.
Navos, the words in front of you are hasty, scratched out very quickly by a hand that was fighting itself, which it's weird that you know that because you're familiar with that. Like, you recognize certain qualities to the writing that tell you that. And there's a name there. Roll for me a charisma save. Or a charisma check, rather.
It's a dirty 20.
You can feel behind your eye that pressure as it reaches. I say reach. Like, you can feel it trying to influence what you're seeing. And for the first time in a very long time, you push it aside. You deny it the opportunity to influence the world around you.
In this moment, who was looking for this name?
I don't know yet. But they took whatever it was, is what took our time from us the first time. But it didn't do that this time, at least not completely. We think we're getting stronger against it, and we're going to find out what they are and what they want.
Navos, you know the target of what it was trying to influence. It was trying to take that name from in front of you. Valen. It's a name that you remember and forget and remember and forget and back and forth as it is removed from you to be dredged up later. And now it's been written by somebody else's hand. And they tried to take it again. But it's staring right back at you in that hasty scrawl from somebody else's book.
This is a past. Someone I'm no longer am and may no longer be. I'm looking for answers, and I don't know why you are becoming part of this, but be careful with whoever it is you are speaking to.
Around this time, Duncan, you wake up naturally.
Yes.
Sun's getting a little close to the horizon for you to still be sleeping.
That's way too close. Ugh. I kind of wake up, there's all those cracks out on my back. I kind of alert everybody that Duncan is awake for the evening or for the morning. You hear a little. About my joints,
Duncan,
little crack.
The weight of travel has caught up to you a bit. Like, you are so stiff. Old men don't sleep on the ground, typically. And you didn't sleep very well for the first time in a very long time. You do feel pretty exhausted still, but I don't think Duncan was the kind of man to let that stop him from getting up early.
He's gonna make breakfast. This is day 4 of travel. He definitely needs a stubble shave real quick. So like as everybody's packing up and getting up for the morning, grabbing his little canteen cup, filling it with water, and he's giving himself a little shave. Kind of clean cut up that mustache. Barney.
Brun is snoring.
Ignoring Brun. Are you okay? Is what happened to you last night? I'm kind of putting the oils on my skin to get it ready.
I love that you're shaving as Navos and Thane are having an existential crisis. It's like you're fiddling while Rome burns.
Mm-hmm.
It's very on brand.
It is.
Farney is stood up and
I mean,
gives a pretty strong stretch, arch back, that kind of toe touch,
Mhm.
check every vertebrae so it's in place. Goes over and kind of gently pushes at Brun's shoulder with their foot to kind of wake him up as they're stretching.
Yeah, like the one eye opens and goes, okay. Oh, fuck.
It's not great. Talking to everybody. I am fine, but the city itself is not.
what's up with the city?
Is everybody prepared for this news, or do you need a bit to wake up first?
I'm wide awake. Let's go.
Navos and Thane are crying at each other in the background. Who am I? Who are you?
If waiting,
Why do you
Get
know?
on me straight.
I don't think waiting 5 or 10 minutes is going to really change the news.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Unfortunately not. I don't think waiting even a day or a week would change the news.
Has the revolution come?
Don't borrow
What?
trouble, Thane, please.
Sorry, just looking for a silver lining today. It's been a rough morning.
It's the sun's not even up, and you're looking for a silver lining. How bad was? Wait,
What's wrong with them?
Varney, hold that thought. I think I got you your 5 minutes. Did either of you see eyes?
It was bad. It looked at me for a minute and left. It left nothing, no tracks.
No, it was worth a shot, I think. Anyway, Varney, what's the terrible news?
Let's have breakfast first.
It'll be done in a jiffy. As I'm like saying that, the whatever rations we have are cooking.
We could talk more about this later, Davos. I didn't realize that you were involved with whatever this is.
I didn't either, but I'm glad I have you right now to talk to if this comes up again.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me about all of this and what it is, because we thought we were going at it alone with no information, but it turns out you're a repository, potentially, of information. So, yeah, start thinking about what to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, if you like a short story, that's about all I have for now in these 60 plus years.
More than we have.
I got quite a many stories to tell myself in my
Duncan.
60. Yes.
Duncan's over there. You already know everything that's going on, probably, because you're Duncan. You already know what all the mystery means and who all the parties involved are. And you're just enjoying your breakfast. And you can fuck yourself.
Okay.
That seems a little uncalled for. Shall we? And Farney motions to sit around what's left of the fire, since Thane pretty well let it go out.
Thane was busy.
What? No. As we head to the city, you will see it fairly soon. There are many people crowded around. I've seen people have to wait outside the gates before. But there's a small city of tents and camps, people trying to get in.
Are they from Malroth?
I don't know. I didn't look close enough. But I saw from other roads people pouring in as well.
Well, we encountered those hogs and the cows that were outside of Ulrith, so maybe this thing is bigger than we thought.
Not only that, the wait to get to the gate, I didn't even make it close. Fights broke out as people tried to enter the line to just go to the gate. Even with our permissions, I don't see a way to get close.
How was the guard presence?
More than I've ever seen. There were
Could
more
we-
gargoyles lining the rooftops over the wall. There were patrols along the outer wall. Not up top, but they had set up extra barricades around the wall itself to patrol behind.
Could we interface with some guards potentially and have them?
What kind of temperament were you getting off the guards? You've been Called before. Obviously this is a very stressful time, especially for them. Do they seem like they're in a listening kind of mood?
I couldn't even get close enough to try.
Yeah, fair enough.
People were rejected on sight, basically. I don't
Just
even know
so-
if I could get in by myself.
Let's kind of throw a plane into our plans here.
A what?
A plane. It's used for honing wood, kind of give it a flat surface. Anything other.
I see.
It's a tool. We use it in carpentry. Excuse my expression.
Right.
We have to find a different way in then. If we can't go through the gate, it's too crowded. But I know our one alternative is working with that brute of a captain, he calls himself. But honestly, his type, and I'm kind of looking at Brun, really aren't what we need right now. Last thing we want to be is mixed up into some crimes and illegitimizing our own claim to get this information brought to the Archbishop.
Well, especially because the crime for a false collar is worse than just not having one.
Agreed. However, it's hard for me to make that decision. As someone, the caller, I probably wouldn't even get one.
Farney.
They're not looking for people like me.
Were there active spells on the gate that you could see? Anything glowing?
I don't know anything about spells, generally.
It just looked like...
I wouldn't know what to look for. I am under the impression that the city is warded. But beyond that, that's common knowledge.
GM.
Mhm.
From the time that Brun had spent in Kahlo, 2 questions.
Kai.
Only give him one
Eh,
answer though. He has to pick which one he wants answered.
Oh fuck. It's one
We're on
answer. And
choices.
I get one answer.
Figure
and I
out
have
which
to decide
question it's for.
Which question it's answering? Yeah. Is this level of security and lockdown had that happened before? Do I know any stories of that?
Is this one question or is this both questions?
The other question is, would I be able to describe, because again, it's a warded city, knowing that if there is magic on the door to render it impassable, if it is like a quarantine seal, and this is putting like a contemporary spin on it, but like nobody in, nobody out siege protection spell, or is this just heightened security, heightened scrutiny? And if I were to just I don't know if I'm getting too in the weeds on.
Give me a roll for this.
Okay.
What do you want to roll for this?
With I feel like history, or perhaps history for if this has happened before, religion about any of the being able to describe sigils or something that be on the door to determine if it's in a quarantine lock.
Religion feels like a stretch, perhaps Arcana.
Okay. I was thinking of that as well.
I did not know if they were specifically religious magics. So I could do two separate rolls for that.
Pick one.
Oh, phooey. Let's do history, because Brun's got that just makes more sense for Brun. Brun's not a magic man.
He's a magic man. He's a what? He's a what? He's a magic man. Please kidnap the kids in the town. Anyway.
With the rat-a-tat spells. Guys, it's back.
No!
Natural 20!
You're taking them off of us.
I hate you and your nat 20s.
As a kid, he was really interested in Carlo histories.
It does make sense, considering your history.
My history in the town.
If there's your time.
Yes.
You would know. You get a little brain blast thinking about it. You don't know exactly what's on the walls or the doors, but you know there were areas that, for the researchers, where they had kind of quarantine zones, depending on what they were researching. Mm-hmm. So it is not out of the question to have something like that they could scale up. You don't know anything about magic, so you don't know how quickly they could get that on the walls. Is it long-standing? You don't know that. It is fairly common knowledge in many circles, not all circles, that there's magic in the city. Like, in the city, in the construction of the city, right? Mm-hmm. But the extent of that is fairly well kept quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
did that answer any of your questions?
The history was more on the has this kind of when was the last time? Has there been an event in living memory where there are these kinds of events?
You don't recall the city being locked down. There have been moments of heightened security,
this
sure.
This is an unprecedented
but this seems a little extreme.
We might just,
Andrew, were you going to say something?
Yeah, we might just be being a little dense here. This is Thane talking to everyone, not Andrew. But
Andrew's
we just
always
left.
dense.
That's Thane. I feel like that's something Thane would say. This is Thane talking, not Andrew.
Let Andrew speak. Let Thane speak.
Who the fuck is Andrew?
So
the hexakilometer.
We just left somewhere that was inundated with refugees, and now we are arriving at a place inundated with refugees. We have with us a potential solution to what is causing this problem. And we also have documentation to support that. We we were doing this trip recognizing that there was a chance that there was going to be people outside of these walls who were running from whatever this thing was, people who got out of the city we were in first and came here. What would be stopping us from just approaching whoever's running things outside of the gate and saying, hey, we think we might know what's happening here. We think we have proof, have a way to fix it. Can we talk to who we need to talk to?
Unfortunately, probably us and probably a couple hundred scared civilians also trying to ramrod their way who will say anything to get inside the city of Callow.
The difference is though, that we do have documentation that is notarized.
Bureaucracy is no match for unrivaled passion to get into a city. Paperwork means nothing to these people. Panic.
Around this time, y'all started cleaning up breakfast. And Farney's kind of been getting everyone kind of collected together in anticipation of moving. Can we continue this? As much as I'm glad you trust my word, I cannot explain the scope of what I've witnessed. I think it's best if you see it for yourselves.
I mean, we're out in a field, but I'm assuming we can see Callow. I know it's a couple of hours away, but do we have any sight of like the front gate there, or maybe even there's just like little dots far off in the distance?
You're still pretty far to see details like that, because these are rolling hills. They're not, the ground's not fully flat. Okay. So you need to get a bit closer.
Farney, as we're like packing our stuff up, Farney, what happened to the folks that got in a fight?
They were discarded on the edge of the cities, the camps.
Taken to the put back at the back of the line.
I don't know if they were still breathing. If they were, it was not easy.
Guards put them down, or just the other people?
People.
In the crowd?
People are scared, concerned, panicked, barely holding it together. Come, I will show you.
By all means, lead the way.
As we start walking, Brun's going to hang back, walk next to Thane.
Yo.
How you doing?
We've been better.
You and Navos both look a little shook up.
Yeah. Oh, we can fill you in. It's we're being haunted by the thing that was haunting them potentially, and it was kind of nice in a horrifying sort of way. And Navos knows all the things, and we don't know any of the things, and we're excited to learn more of the things.
As someone who did his best to not know about all the things, I'm kind of envious of that position. But I had 2 favors to ask.
Yeah, shoot.
Well, kind of one favor, but there's 2 parts to it.
Okay.
Can you try not to get the crowd riled up before we have a lay of the land?
Yeah, that was the first thing we were thinking about doing when we got to where we're going. We can not talk for a little bit.
That's wonderful enthusiasm. Because if these people are scared and angry enough to turn on each other, a voice like yours and direction like yours might get us into the city a little quicker than any bureaucracy. If you are willing, if you are willing to have that blood on your hands.
Oh yeah, no, we were fully intending leaving Callow with just the streets running red. So that's fine. I mean, if we need to get started early.
You sure you're okay, buddy?
Yeah, yeah, we're fine. I mean, it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be red because of good people. Like, this place isn't run by like people who are doing the right thing. I mean, they're making people wear collars. It's run by it's an oligarchy it's run by a handful of families who are super wealthy and they own everything, and to a degree, everyone.
Does Farney? So, Farney's one of those old families.
Yeah, we're not too keen on that.
Not quite. They're like a middle tier family.
Yeah, like the middle class can survive. That's fine.
Do you know how to tell them apart?
Yeah, it's just, we'll pretty much judge it on the size of people's, how much property they own.
That's fair. But
Is it?
Is it a fair system of rule?
just don't go burning down the public parks. They have the most property, but they're owned by the people.
Oh yeah, no. If it's owned by the people, then it'll stay in the hands of the people. We have a strong suspicion that there is not very many things owned here by the people, but we can change that. And
there are more than you think. Do you want code word a signal before we cut you loose to bring the people into whatever it is?
Yeah, I mean, we can play it by ear. I mean, we think that there may already be a celestial collective presence here. People may have already been tuned in to some of the message. They might even be outside the gate. I mean, it might not just be me spreading the message there. We won't know until we get there. So we want to get a lay of the land and see where the vibes are.
I feel like Duncan and Navos can hear all of this.
Oh, absolutely. And with that, Duncan will kind of sling back to Brun's side, kind of joining him. And hey, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? You look a little shooken up. I was kind of hearing from the grapevine you may have missed your shift last night. I have two favors. Really, it's one favor. It's two parts. Maybe when we wake up, we do some stretching. We get the blood pumping, we get ourselves moving. Kind of helps us stay awake. And that part two is making sure that we're awake for our shifts. It's a liability for all of us. Someone like I just didn't want to say it in front of all the guys. But I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Everybody's standing around us.
That's amazing.
I can set you up a candle with coins.
Historically, it'd be nails in the candle, but
Nails.
that's beside the point.
Yeah, I don't know if I have nails though.
Won't
You're a carpenter.
I'm gonna carry nails around.
Yeah, Jesus was a carpenter, but he didn't get 3 nails till way later in life.
They gave him nails. They gave him nails.
those to him. He got those
nails.
from the local government. It's a handout.
2 hands out, I believe.
Man, it's a good thing nobody else gets to see these.
Get it right in the Christian viewer base. They think it's
Oh,
hilarious.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Anything from anyone else? Or are we ending on that note?
I think I do want to set up like a phrase, and Andrew, maybe we do this off stream, so it's like a reveal
Secret.
when we decide to
Yeah, I like
get
that. That's what I'm thinking too.
what piece of Les Mis I'm gonna whistle, so you know.
402-601? What? 42601. That's that.
Hey, anyone who wants to roll me, if you
Me, I want to.
please. You want to? Okay.
I want to. I'm doing it. It's already in my hands. I'll roll it before you tell me what it is.
Ooh,
I rolled
okay.
it,
All right.
And the dice have determined. Go ahead. What was it?
Okay. No. What number did you get?
I feel like it's best revealed after you tell me. Because I'm not going to change it. It's there.
Okay. You sure?
Absolutely.
All right. This is an investigation check.
Okay.
For anyone who would like to.
Oh, okay.
Duncan has made his call.
Duncan's made his call.
Called the shot. I'm gonna leave it to Duncan.
Yeah, Dane's just thinking about killing everyone in the city.
Full faith in the party face.
Yep, I'll let it go.
Okay, what'd you get there, Duncan?
So on this dice right here that I rolled into my dice tray is a nat 1. What did I not say?
Fantastic. All right, so I'm going to note that down.
Absolute trust in the
And we'll
process.
take care of that later on.
I'm very distracted about the tardiness on the chefs. It might not
very
seem like a big
upsetting.
issue, but it's about correcting a problem before it becomes an issue.
I mean, 3 times and it's a problem, right? So we're looking at
right
you,
there.
Chris.
Three
Right there
times
at the
it's a
cusp.
pattern.
Exactly.
Ah, that's
yeah.
what it was.
Nip it in the bud. Yeah.
Right in the butt. Okay. Well, with that, friends, that seems like a fine enough place to leave as you head toward the city
Mm-hmm.
yet again.
Yeah, we're making our way
Probably far more questions than you started with. I can only hope.
there. I have lots of questions for lots of people.
Perfect. I hope you all have fun plotting and scheming till next week.
I thought-
Any
Next
I thought for
week,
sure.
I will be at summer camp, so I will not be here.
correct?
Just put on a reader again.
I messaged Alexis earlier today. This session actually went really, really well. Evan's been asleep the entire time.
It's the sound of our
yeah.
voices and the horrors.
I was just
Um,
finding my place, but okay.
So I want to try for next week. Originally, I reached out to Alexis earlier, and I was like, "Hey, I think I might need a couple more sessions off. But if I get more sessions like today, then I'm good for it." So I am good to try.
We'll
for
play it
next
by
week.
ear.
Yeah,
And
but
if-
if it's like if he's awful, then
If not, then Derek Alexis and I'll just have a great time without y'all again.
Oh, I can't wait.
It was a good time. This is
Yeah.
officially session 16, by the way. Small correction to the intro,
Oh, gotcha.
because 14 did count in my heart, and I'm the god of this world. Dang it!
Okay, well,
Say.
cut
So is that going to be made? Is that
What's that,
game
Derek?
gonna be made available?
Ha.
No.
What was that, Derek?
I like Buster.
I do have it recorded, but I'm not putting it up. This is per DM's rules. This is for game 15. Cut that, put it at the beginning.
16.
16.
This
Say it
is
again.
session 16.
You said 15.
It sure is. That's okay.
Well, that was the intro
Uh,
for...
15 was last week.
Oh, that's right. No, the recap was for 15.
The intro was
Yep.
4:15.
There we go.
Yeah.
Copy.
There we go. Any,
Either that or we just get like, clips of Alexis saying
I'm gonna
different numbers
paste all
and
of
just
these things.
put it in there.
And at any point in this campaign, Navos rolled a 16. Can we just cut that 16 sound bit and copy right
I just
over?
put it there.
Like,
So
dude,
funny enough, I do have a lot of sound bites of you guys saying a lot of things, so I'm sure I can cobble something together.
Oh,
And that's how we all get
Interesting.
canceled. You don't even have to
So-
take some of the things I say out
I mean,
of context.
in fairness, in the way that things are going, I think
hour-long
probably the-
segments.
Well, this is just.
What were
this
you
is
saying,
just a
Andrew?
racist tirade.
I was gonna say, with the
What were
way
you saying,
things are
Andrew?
going, I feel like the dude who's saying all the communist phrasing probably is the one with the most to worry about.
I don't know. People like
Communism is
fascism
Coming
around
back
here in
in
the US.
yeah, it's coming back
Well-
in style.
Like the guy who's
Oop.
running for mayor of New York, we like him, and he's basically like, "Yo, I'm a commie."
Mondani. Yeah.
So anyway, does
same
anyone have
aggressive
any
one.
stars or wishes to end the night? Because it's almost 10, and I don't want to hold you guys again.
I liked
Okay.
Curtis coming up with the bone berries. Afraid of the spiders if it does come up.
Oh, yeah. That was really good.
That was entirely
I think
Curtis.
I think
So,
that
10 out of 10.
Evan just like roasting Brun was so funny.
Yeah.
Right near the end.
Incredible.
I was not expecting it.
Incredible.
I was fully expecting Duncan to like show up and just be like the full centrist and be like, you know what, guys, you know what, like we shouldn't be fighting. It's okay. Like slavery's okay sometimes.
I was
Taking
about
that one out of context.
to. I
It's
was
just
about
like
to
a
go
few
to
things like
I was gonna go to farting and like bring up the hot yoga, but I think that's such a perfect endpoint. Is just end that sentence right at Duncan.
there are a few things Duncan can't stand, and tardiness is just one of those ones. It's like an irk. Like
He
if
cannot
it's not
abide it.
important enough, if it's not important enough for you to be there on time, then it wasn't important for you at all.
And Duncan would not like Curtis.
Nope.
Good thing Duncan is not based off me at all.
Oop. So I do
Something,
have a
love you,
star
Curtis.
for Derek and for Andrew for putting up with what I've thrown at you this evening. You guys were getting along too well in game.
Yeah.
We all got
We
to
needed to
be-
bring some of that animosity from out of game into the game. So y'all were getting a little too complacent, and I appreciate you.
I really like it.
Um,
I'm excited for when it comes. I wasn't expecting it that early, but
Mhm.
I think that definitely throws
I didn't do this
into it.
intentionally,
Mm.
but I think with Thane intentionally, like, yeah, Thane's going to go to their journal and just start journaling all of this stuff to like try to keep himself sane. This game, I realized, oh shit, like in my headcanon now, there was an early version of Navos who did the same thing. And now his journaling is just fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, did you
Parallel.
just like steal my journal as I was sleeping?
I thought you wrote it. I thought you wrote that in Navos's journal, and I was like, "What a power play!"
This is why you don't recognize the handwriting.
Nah, it's in my journal.
Any wishes? Anything we'd like to see changed, altered, brought in, left out? Anything?
I don't know. I'm ready to go to Kahlo. I wish to go to Kahlo.
I wish to see
God,
the
me too.
streets of Kahlo run red with the.
Oh, I know. I'm like, oh my god, how do we stop Thane from killing everyone?
Yeah, that's a ticking time bomb right there.
God, I need
and
like a
I'm
sword
so
or
excited
That's
Well,
to light that
so
fuse.
there was a moment where I was like, oh yeah, Navos and I might have time to talk, and I fully had this idea that I had been like kind of planning out, where Thane like takes what Navos was doing before, where he was like Johnny Everyman, and he was just like roasting those highwaymen. And like, I would love to play Thane who pretends to be an aristocrat, but like their version of an aristocrat, where they're just like obviously very self-hating, you know. And
like a caricature.
I was like,
yeah, and they
they
go
just
through
exploited my
college,
workers
just, like,
all day today.
yeah, just like I
My
I'm a
arm's
piece of shit.
tired.
Yeah, like I was fully intending to go that route with it, but I kind of we'll see what happens.
Oh
Very
man,
exciting.
all these employees just like taking my money to like feed their families or whatever. The worst.
God, my wrist is so whipped.
Why don't they
from
just-
cracking that whip?
Tell their cook to make them food. I mean, why do they need more?
Yeah, why are they complaining about starvation? Like, just have their butler serve them. I don't
I gave them
understand.
table scraps. What do they want?
So I
This
had
is
so
my
much planned.
fantasy. Eat the rich. All right. Well,
good game, guys.
thank you all for being here. I'm glad you could make it. Thanks, Evan, for not crying the whole time. That's very kind of you.
I try.
He's still
the
sleeping.
work-
He's gonna be up as soon as I get off the
I'm
call.
gonna be honest. This joke is never not going to be funny. So like,
It's
Evan,
forever
the work
funny.
you're doing is seen and appreciated.
thank you.
Very supportive.
So without any further stars and wishes, if y'all think of things that you want me to be prepared for, feel free to send them to me. Eventually, I would like to chat with y'all about the potential for releasing recordings beyond our sphere, because I know a couple people were already starting to do that, and if we're going to do that, I want to be with it from the start of recordings. So if we are going to lean that direction, y'all got to stop using my full government name
Absolutely.
because I work with the public and for the government. So
You guys are welcome.
can't be using my name.
Fuck the
But
government.
that is considerations for later. Just wanted to put that bug in your ears. But thank you. I will see somebody next week. I don't care
Yes.
who.
I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Hopefully,
Enjoy
we're not
summer
all
camp.
dead.
Have fun.
Yeah,
at
I know. I'm
camp.
trying my best. Some kids are
All right,
rambunctious.
peace out.
Yeah.
All right,
See you
bye
guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Night. See ya.
Good night, Joel.
Later.
Oh boy.